Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of Kerbal Space Program. Last time we left off we were about to use some of our science, but I forgot to mention we got this right here. And I was wondering when these were going to pop up because they never did, but these were the contract complete screens. So we can just look at these and see what we did. Reached an altitude record of 5,000 meters. And then we got all that for having that. That explains some of the stuff we got too. So we got some extra science from this one and that too. But that also leaves. Let's get rid of those actually. Discard. And that means we have more contracts we can do. So let's look at our contracts. We got parachute and flight over Kerbin. Want you to test the M16 parachute and flights. Perform and activate this part through staging sequence when all test conditions are met. Kerbin, flying, altitude, so I have to be between those altitudes. So I can't go too high. Or maybe I have to deploy between those altitudes. Yeah. Alright, I can do that. That's easy. And that gives us some money and some fame. Does it give us the parachute, or do we already have it? It's an interesting question, because they will give you certain things for free to test, and they want us to test the RT-10 solid fuel booster in flight over Kerbin. Prestige trivial. I don't know what that means. Expires 2 days. Tests the fuel, and the cool thing about this is, like, if you get some certain tool and you went into flight and you never came back, I think you get to keep it forever. So maybe if you don't have something and they give you it, you can actually reuse it over and over again. But anyways, see, that doesn't give us any science. I'm looking for some science. This one's 2 science. Looks like no science. What is it? Test stacked decoupler landed at Kerbin. Oh, that's really easy. I was just reading the thing up here. Got caught in it. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe we can just put a stacked decoupler on the bottom of it, and then we can launch them with the fuel booster and then the parachute. Altitude record. I can do that one. I think I can do that one easy. Let's see. No, don't get any science, of course. Escape the atmosphere. We could probably do that soon. Orbit Kerbin. Proper stable orbit must be circle the planet without dropping back into the atmosphere. Ensure the minimum altitude of the periapsis, which is just... I'll show you that later. Don't even worry about that word. It's higher than 70,000 meters. You get some science from that one though. So let's actually take this one. Let's take all 5 of these upper ones, because I think that we can do all of these if we set up our rocket correctly. Alright, so let's see. Let's do our science here. We got our stacked decoupler. So we need that for our next thing. Although I believe they gave it to us anyways. But still, might as well use our science. So, alright. Now you can see we have a bunch of other options here. We got some, the fuel booster, bigger fuel booster. Different type of engine. Let's see, some stability wings. Radial decoupler, that'll be useful. And then just a nose cone and a small engine, landing struts, and side parachutes. So those can be useful. How much are these? These are 18 each. I can do one. Let's see. I'm gonna do this one just because it's gonna make it easier for us to get into out of the atmosphere. And then let's see. This one is a bigger fuel tank. And some radial engines, and then some support for when you launch, some strut connectors for stability on the aircraft, radial decouplers for decoupling engines and whatnot, you know, And then this one just allows you to do a various amount of things. I don't ever use that one though, so I'm not even going to go into it. Alright, into this building so we can build us our rockets. First, we have to, of course, choose our thingamabobber, the the command pod. I don't know, I lost track of what the name was for a second. We have to do that one. We have to test this rocket. Alright, so let's do this. Actually, let me do this. Put this in the bottom. Put the parachute on top, because we gotta test that parachute. And then let's give ourselves a decoupler right here. The main engine right there. And it looks good. It's getting expensive though. No, it's just 2,000. Actually, let's attach a few more of these. Let's do 3 of them. And I like having this angle snap on because that just makes it easier to line things up. Alright, this should be, let's see if these are gonna explode. The last time they exploded, I hope these ones don't. And we might actually be able to save these if we put some parachutes on the top. We'll see. You have to switch back to it though. So actually I can't even do that. So I'm just gonna ditch the parachutes. It'd be cool to see it land though. Honestly. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Let's add another stage here for our parachute. And then I think we're good to go. Oh, and we need to decouple, don't we? So let's put some decouplers, or a decoupler in the bottom here. There we go. We're at the bottom. And yeah, so that should be good. Hopefully this doesn't make our spaceship fall over at launch. Actually, let me add another stage here just to make sure we let go of that at launch. We might be able to do all of our objectives in quick order here. Alright. Oh. Alright. I had to do that. That was my decoupler. That's 1 done. 2 science. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Alright, and without further ado, let's get out of here. Going up so fast I had flames coming out. Right. And if we go to our orbit, you can see it's going to start getting bigger and bigger. Wow, we are getting out there though. Fuel. Man, we're going to get some distance in this orbit. We're definitely going to kill the 20,000 meter. Wow, man, I didn't expect to get this far on this launch, but this is a good surprise. We can actually enjoy some stuff here, but first we probably should have put some science on the outside. I didn't even use the mystery goo that I unlocked. Let's get an EVA report. So we got our 8 science. All right, Jebediah. Actually, I'm going to show you. Since we've left orbit, we left the atmosphere of Kerbin, you can actually fly around here. So I'm going to activate my RCS backpack by hitting R, and then you can just control it with the WASD keys. Shift is up, control is down, and be careful doing this. You can easily lose your spaceship, but I have this under locks. Here we go. Grab onto your spaceship and get in. Good job, Jebediah. And another interesting thing to note is, let's actually zoom out a little bit here. We got this whole beautiful area to look at. There's one of the moon. I think that's moon, because we were actually heading straight for moon with our orbit. Might have actually been able to hit it if we had done it correctly. Might have been able to orbit moon for a minute. But this, you can see the whole world. You can land anywhere on this world, and it's just crazy. It's just really cool. Let's go to the cockpit by hitting C, and you can see from the perspective of our Kerman here. And let's turn SAS off. You can actually see the nav ball in here. If you could control it from here if you would like. But all right, so we have full control. Oop, I'm losing myself. There we go. There's our little area right there. I think that's the launch pad, right? If I take that off, our launch pad is right there, I believe. Wow. We got some distance, but let's fast forward here a bit. Actually, let me get out of the cockpit. But we have to do an observation crew report. That is crew report from space. Wow, that is some interesting information. It just gives us everything we want right there. Well, we're gonna fast forward here so we can get past this. Once you get past 100,000 meters, you can go a little bit faster with the time warp. All right, we ended up reaching 2 million almost. 2 million meters. That is incredible. I did not expect that at all. All right, we still have to test the parachute. I already tested this in flight over Kerbin. Flying. Oh, wrong altitude. Well, I am gonna fail that one. Dang. Those first boosters gave me too much speed to get to start off with. But we can still do this one. We have to come down to below 7,200 meters, so that's when we're gonna activate it. And let's speed up a little quicker here. That's when we get to enjoy the sights. As we reapproach Kerbin here, we're gonna start getting a little bit faster. Let me turn all my stuff off that I cannot do while time warping. We're going to be hitting the night side here. Hopefully we don't land in water so I can actually get a surface sample. Although I could get a water surface sample too. Coming in rapidly here. Alright. Coming below 70,000 meters here. There's some land. I think we're going to land right in the water. Can't really see anything. I start going really fast there. Wow, you can see it gets hot. So if my Kerman had been out right now, he would have been SOL. Some cool effects. And activate the parachutes. Check. Speed 400 meters per second. How do I even do that? It just wants me to activate it. Whatever. You know what? I didn't want to finish that mission anyways. I need to look at these better next time. It ended up messing me up. Perform the test to activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. No duh. Alright, we're coming down pretty quick here still though. A little bit faster because we are not going fast at all. Any land anywhere? Nope, we are right in the middle of an ocean. Oh well. Jebediah, welcome back. And you know what? Your engine even survives. We get to keep that engine. That's great. Alright. Jebediah, let's do EVA. Whoa! Going around over here. Alright, let's take a surface sample. You scooped up a sample of the surface. It's a very humid sample. You hope the equipment has been properly waterproofed. I hope that too, because we are currently floating. And you would be in a bad situation if this thing went down. Alright, I don't think the spacesuit blah 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 entirely necessary, all that. Back to there. And as you can see, I don't know if that was, I can't remember what the original amount was on the science for the EVA. But the last time we got it, we got the same EVA note. So it's very likely that the science is less this time. Every time you do the same thing over and over again, you get less and less science. So in other words, you have to find ways to get more science. Alright, so we got everything here. I think we're done. Let's recover the vessel. Alright, we got 55 science. Great. So we're going to be able to get some more stuff here. And then we got 68,000 in funds. That's fantastic. Our parts came back. Monopropellant, which I really still don't even know why we have that. And then Jebediah came back with 24.9 reputation. Congratulations, Jebediah. Got 15 science from this. And really, these things are really good. They help you a lot. Money isn't really a factor, I notice. I really don't want it to be daytime. Or nighttime, that is. I like daytime. There we go. Daytime's where it's at. Let's go into science here. Let's see what we got. So we got a bigger fuel booster. And I think it's about time we get something into orbit. Let's get ourselves some supports. These are good. Oh, I can't even do that. I only have 10 science. I done wasted it. Should have gotten this one. Alright. These are some good engines, or better engines. Or, not better, just like a different variety, that is. We got a fuel, external fuel duct. I didn't know it was called that. But the fuel line, very, very useful for if you want to make efficient rockets. And then we got this little engine here. Not a lot of thrust, but good for deep space transitions if you want to take a while. Alright, and as you can see, as it gets farther up here, the science just gets dramatically bigger. So you really have to start getting into space and exploring. Otherwise, you're never going to get anywhere. So let's get back. Let's see what other missions. Whoa, more missions. Orbit Kerbin. It's time for that. We're going to do it. Alright. Test this while orbiting Kerbin. I don't even know. I don't even want to say that. Blah, blah, blah. Orbit Kerbin. Altitude. I don't even, what is that? The S1 SRB KD. Doesn't say what that is. Researchers visiting Kerbodyne. They're doing a full-scale test with the simplest way to learn if it was awesome, like they said it would. Can be denied, however. Oh, it can't be denied, however. At the way we would often be achieving sudden combustion was how we started. This is like weirdly worded. Combustion, though. It makes me think it's an engine. Let's see, what is this? It's gotta be an engine. That is a big engine, the Poodle. I don't even want to use that. In flight over Kerbin, I could do that. But what do I get for these? 34 science, 34 science, 34 science. Good God. Good God. Alright, liquid fuel engine on suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. Hoo-ha. Alright. Perform the test, active part to the staging. Blah, 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 blah. 6 science. Decoupler. Radial decoupler. I can do that. Is there... I have to be going that fast. And I have to be that high. It's hard to get that speed, though. Why do you want to go that fast? Sepatron. I don't even know how to use that thing. Alright. Seem poor. Let's see. Mount, radial mount engine and flight over Kerbin. I could do that. I could make a little rocket to use that. Let me do this one. This one should be easy. I just have to use it landed. The Rockomax solid fuel booster. I can do that. That one. Radial mount parachute and flight over Kerbin. 7,500 to 11,000 meters. Going that quick. I can do that. Alright, radial mount liquid engine. Why don't you test the... Oh yeah, we can do that. Let's make something out of it. And then the radial decoupler. Screw it, we'll take it. Give it a try. I have to make sure I do it at the right point. And that is all very difficult. Oh man, I am going on here though. I wasn't really paying attention to the time at all. You know what? I think we're going to do all of that on our next episode. When we get back in here. So, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe and keep watching. I'll see you guys later.